Welcome back. Well, it's Friday. The mercury has finally struggled above the 0 point, and apparently I've decided I sat in the house long enough and decided to stumble out here to the shop. I wasn't going to shoot any video or post anything today. This isn't going to be real elaborate, but the little home for the distributor project, the electronic ignition project, showed up. That's kind of interesting. I was originally going to buy a 13mm hone, and I can't give you the exact fractional dimension for 13mm, but it's a little more than a ½ inch. But apparently you can buy these in just about any size you want. So after talking to Steve at B&B Custom Circuits, if you need electrical stuff for Allis, or probably anything else for that matter, carburetors, starters, generators, he does it all. He's out in New Jersey. Look him up. Quick Google search will find him. Good guy. Been a lot of help. So, we were riding the struggle bus, trying to size the new bushing, and the adjustable reamer just did not work, hence the hone. So I wound up, I bought a ½ inch. Talking to Steve, he said, I want about 1/1000th clearance. You know, just get it in there and make sure it turns free. And that sounds good to me. I wanted to consult with somebody to make sure it didn't need 3 or 5 to keep it from sticking. But he said 1 is good, so that's what we're going to shoot for. I'm not going to try to split it down into tenths. 1/1000ths will get us where we want to be. So, the next thing I'm going to attempt to show you folks, when I built this vice stand some number of years ago, drag it over here a little more plain view, I made it adjustable in height. I've never adjusted it. Today we are going to attempt that because my plan is for the phone to ring. Well, isn't that the way it works? Okay, so we're back. My buddy Dan is looking for a German diesel to check out the fuel system on, and asked about the 756. I said, well, it's gas. And I said, the 856 is at the pump shop. And then I got to thinking it doesn't have a German diesel in it anyway, so it would be different. But the 826 is sitting out in the far building, and he can come look at it. I think he'll do that. So anyway, we're gonna attempt to adjust this thing because I'm going to put the housing, the distributor housing in there like that, and hone with just a hand drill. And I'd like to not have to do it at above shoulder height. So I guess here goes nothing, folks. Okay, the linchpin, I guess, is removable, easy enough. So, oh man, this may be more fun than I assumed. It also may not. Of course, this pin hasn't been out of here in a coon's age. So we'll give it a little shot of Mother's Little Helper here. Nope, want the rag. For some reason, this old vise has gotten cruddy over the years. Ooh, man, that helped. Come here, baby. This silly thing is heavy. Oh, there it goes. You know what? I'm not even going to put the pin back in. I think I like it all the way down for this particular ligament, for lack of a better term. So anyway, this vise has got pretty good jaws in it. And I don't think I've got any copper soft jaws, but I'm going to look for some. At any rate, I will bring you back into the fold on this electronic ignition situation when I get around to honing, which is probably going to be Sunday. There is a fisherman's swap meet in Des Moines this weekend, which I really don't need to go to because I've got enough fishing tackle for 10 people for the rest of our lives. But buddy of mine from the Red Power Forum sells lures, and he is in town, and this might be the only chance I ever get to meet him in person. So I'm going to go and probably pick up a lure or two for keepsake. I'm going with my buddy Dan, so tomorrow could be a train wreck. Maybe we'll see you Sunday. Well, after a brief interlude that included a pretty nice lunch, eggplant lasagna, made by yours truly, I'm back. We're going to attempt to size this bushing. And I don't know if I've got time to get it all done, but you're gonna see the process, or this will be a complete and total failure and the video will be deleted so there's no evidence of my failure. This is actual sun and honing oil. And this little green can that I just bought has same in it. I guess the plan here, I'm going to give a little shot of oil in there. I was going to dunk the hone in the bottle. I don't think I'm going to do that. I should probably have more paper towels available. They may be our best friend in this endeavor. Oh, when I'm shooting these videos, I have thoughts, sometimes before, sometimes after, about things that I should mention. And I'm going to try to get this one all captured. I'm talking to a friend of mine, Mike, that is kind of an Oliver guy. All right, he's more than kind of an Oliver guy, but he's an Oliver guy. And we were discussing this, and this is just a Delco distributor. And Oliver used them, Allis obviously used them, International used them, and to the best of my knowledge, that bushing is available for any of them. So I believe that we should be able to get that bushing and redo anybody's distributor. Now, I'm gonna start, now that I've rambled a little, maybe I should ramble a little while longer. While I was eating my lunch, I was watching Rossi Oliver Man's latest episode. And I wanted to get this stupid video shot so I could get it posted before I go to work, maybe. So I'll have to finish watching Ross after I get back in the house. I suppose now my oil's largely dripped out, so we'll give another shot there and try this. It would be really awesome if I was set up to the point that I could have, flood, recirculating oil, that constant flood, but that is not our lot in life. At least not currently. So, the bushing was at about 485, and I did not hone on it a whole long time, because I don't know how fast that hone is going to eat material out of there. So we get our little telescoping gauge and our 0.1 micrometer, and we should have set that up so that it was close before we started, but not that smart. Okay. And if what I'm seeing is right, we've taken almost nothing out of the bushing, which is actually preferable to taking too much out, obviously. The whole idea of this is to tighten the shaft up so that it doesn't wobble in there. And I'm wondering if maybe we shouldn't. I mean, I can see some I would call them chips, but they're, you know, they're very honing sludge. Take another run at that and see what we get. Yeah, it's still right at 485. The shaft is about 490, so our target is going to be 491 roughly. The part of the shaft that's in the bushing is, yeah, it's, I don't know, if you wanted to split hairs, I'd say it's 498. No, that's wrong. About no, it's 490. I wouldn't even hardly give that a tenth under. So, yeah, we've got about 6 thousandths left to come out. We've barely taken any. So, you've seen the process, and I'm not going to subject you to watching me hone this silly thing all the way. So, that's what's happening. The next electronic ignition video will hopefully be reassembly of the distributor. Thanks for watching. All right, we are back. I have honed it, and I've got a really nice fit now. It got about 1 thousandths bigger at the top than I wanted it, but I had to do that to get it to go all the way through. I attempted to hone more at the bottom as I was going. It was obvious that the top wasn't an issue, but it was wanting to seize as it got closer to the bottom. I have the old bushing around here. I ought to mic that and see what it is. Through the magic of some of the editing tricks, you won't see this part. Well, I thought I knew where to put that bushing, and it turns out I did. I just had to go to the wrong place first. But I have learned how to edit some of that dead time out, so you guys won't have to watch that. Anyway, we'll have a quick check here and see what the old bushing was. I never did this. All right, there it is. Wasn't as bad as I thought. It's actually not a hell of a lot bigger. Well, Wilbur? It's not. Well, I don't know that we've gained a whole lot, folks, but we've learned something anyway. I guess if I was smart, we always got to go back to that and just admit that we're not. You would take these things apart and mic everything before you do all this work. Such is life. When I got this out, I was going to just scrap it, and then I thought, well, that's stupid. It's bronze. It's a bushing. Let's use it for, you can't see this, but let's use it for seat bushing or something. So that's what's going to happen with that. That will become seat bushings or something else. I don't know. Eventually, I suppose maybe I'll set this up with an indicator, and I'm starting to wonder, no, that's solid. Well, doesn't matter. It is what it is. The horse is out of the barn, so we're gonna proceed on like this. We may or may not have helped this distributor. At any rate, I've got to get back in the house and get ready to go to work. Thanks for watching.